fast and having a 26-second lead through 2 miles. Can Megan Crum? She does not have an answer. She does not have an answer, and here comes Katja Dunajevich. And Katja Dunajevich, who moved up 13 spots from mile 1 to 2, is going to win this race with a stunning last mile. Dunajevich 17:39.3. As the boys' team race goes off, Crum in second, Charlotte Hopkins in third. Wow, what a performance by Dunajevich. And are we going to have surprises like this in this boys' team sweepstakes race? Who knows? Trey Caldwell should be a big favorite here. The Colorado commit from Concord de La Salle, he's already in the lead. Caldwell broke the course record at Crystal Springs this year, undefeated in 3 races. And right up there in the front, he won the Mount SAC individual sweepstakes 1 and 2 race by 9 seconds, now in the team sweepstakes race, and wasting no time going right to the front. Young man is a 8:53.69 3,200 meter runner, 4:15.79 1,600 meter runner, and it looks like Maximo Zavaleta right up there with him. And the 2 co-favorites, well, at least this race going a little bit according to form. So Caldwell and Zavaleta already kind of separating on the boys' race. Now, the time we saw yesterday, the fastest time, Augie Martin St. Francis 15:02, that is likely to go here. And a study in contrast here. Caldwell, much taller than Zavaleta. Big contrast as you can see the peloton coming through. By the way, Ventura's Sophie Knuckles, the 9th grader, ends up finishing 6th. Avery Peck from Long Beach Poly, 5th. Kate Weaver of Helix, 7th. Rena Hasai of Arcadia, 8th. Caitlin Kenny, Crescenta Valley, 9th. And a big move by Hannah Aguirre of Patrick Henry, who moved up 9 spots. By the way, Amelia Greenway, who had dropped so much, moved up 5 spots in the last mile on the girls' race. It's probably still a little bit early to give you preliminary team results on that girls' race. As you can see, Arcadia, Clovis West, and Crescenta Valley all have 4 or 5 across the finish line. The boys in the upper left, they're doing the first of 2 loops, the Valley Loop. As you can see, Phoebe Bennon 19th, a bit of a surprise there. But everybody peaks at different times. Some people coming back from injuries, you just don't necessarily know the condition. But we do know that Caldwell and Zavaleta 1-2. Zavaleta being very patient there. Now Zavaleta, just to give you an idea, so Caldwell won the individual sweepstakes at Mount SAC last year. Zavaleta had a heartbreaking loss to Brett Ephraim by 1 second in the team sweepstakes. He was the #1 California finisher at the prestigious Woodbridge Classic, one of the Triple Crown of California races. He was 7th overall at Woodbridge, but first California finisher. He was 8th at Clovis, so this is one of those guys that will have run all 3 big California races. That's Maximo Zavaleta I'm talking about, who is in 2nd. Zavaleta was 7th in the California State Cross Country Championships last year, and the young man has 156.50, 800, 408.63, 1600, and 852.51, 3,200 meter credentials. Now, Beckman would be the team favorite here. At Clovis, they were first. They won by 14 points. Their top 5 were separated by 37 seconds. Beckman ranked 5th nationally. No superstar on that team, but they pack him in. Martin Luther King ranked 4th nationally, led by Zavaleta, who was in 2nd. They were 2nd at Mount SAC last year. They returned 6 of their top 7. They were 4th in Clovis, the 2nd place team from California behind Beckman. Glendora, 27th nationally. They were 5th at Clovis. Look at Zavaleta going to the left. That's an experienced Mount SAC runner to be sure. Crescenta Valley, 29th nationally. They were 6th at Clovis. 4 of the top 5 schools in California, 4 of the top 30 schools in the country in this race. And coming up the mile split very, very fast, Caldwell of De La Salle, Wynn of Beckman. So this is Beckman's lead runner. You can see, I believe these may be a little bit off, but so Caldwell, Wynn of Beckman, Zavaleta, Barbary, Antonio of Woodbridge, Schubach of Tribuca Hills, Dylan Flores of Glendora. Now Dylan Flores also a stud, 7th at Clovis, 37th at Woodbridge. So neck and neck here between Caldwell and Wynn of Beckman, Zavaleta in 3rd. So remember, that course record, 15:02, these young men are going to smash that. The team standings, we can't, Miracosta has been credited for first, but their runner is not first. So these team standings are not quite on point. I'm sure that will get adjusted here shortly. So let's focus on what we do know, which is a good battle between Caldwell and Wynn at the front. Zavaleta surprisingly a little bit further behind that group. Wynn was 11th at the Clovis Invitational, the young, shorter of the two men. He was the #1 Beckman runner at the Clovis Invitational. And again, Beckman, number 5 in the country. They won Clovis by 14 points. And Wynn finished 11th there. Ryan Barris finished 20th. Nathan Harks finished 22nd. So they had a big 1-2-3. Now, ignoring what we have here on the team standings for a moment, because the real leaders are Redondo Union and Beckman. Redondo Union, where the heck do they come from? That's a bit of a surprising result. Meanwhile, at the front here, Caldwell looks so smooth from De La Salle's. And Wynn right there, right on his shoulder, the junior. But Caldwell getting a little bit of separation here on Wynn. And Zavaleta, I believe that's him in 3rd. And we should be seeing a 2-mile split here, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of around 9:30, or 9:40, I should say, probably around 9:40 for Caldwell. Again, we'll get those results sorted, as Alex Wilmarth is not the leader here, and that will obviously affect how these team standings are being tabulated. So really think of Redondo Union and Beckman as kind of your top 2 teams. So Caldwell now moving into the Reservoir Hill part of the course and moving fast. That 15:02 was not going to last through this race, and Wynn doing a marvelous job hanging in there. Look at Wynn's long strides there for somebody relatively short. But Caldwell has got great purchase off this pist. I mean, he has really got great and moving very, very well. We'll be coming up to that 2-mile split in about 25 seconds, and we'll get a better sense of that margin, because we know there's some optical illusions here in some of the camera shots. Caldwell looking for a Mount SAC team sweepstakes to add on to the individual sweepstakes he won last year. The young man undefeated this year. He was 4th in the California State Championships in 23 in Division II, 9th in 22. He was 25th at the Foot Locker National Championships. He's ranked 17th in the country, and 9:46.5. Win is 5 seconds back at 9:50.4. So 9:46 for 2 miles. He is going to obliterate the course record here. Zavaleta in third at 10:01.6. If there is a surprise in this race, it's the fact that Zavaleta is a little bit far back, 11 seconds back of Win. Dylan Jubak of Trabuco Hills and his teammate Ziad Abdallah, they are running fourth and fifth. Dylan Flores of Glendora against seventh at Clovis and 37th at Woodbridge, surprisingly further down here in sixth. Now this is Maximo Zavaleta, the great runner from Martin Luther King, coming into your picture, second in the team sweepstakes race last year, third so far this year. On the bottom, that is ascending Caldwell, and here you have this great battle for 4, 5, 6 between Jubak and Abdallah, the Trabuco Hills teammates, and Flores of Glendora. Barbary, Redondo Union in seventh. Barris of Beckman number 2 in eighth. Zavala, Woodbridge in ninth, and Zavala's teammate, Aiden Antonio in 10th. Nathan Horrocks, Beckman number 3 in 11th. Wow, Beckman just having a monster 1, 2, 3 here. Not a surprise for the team ranked 5th in the country. Bryson Kaganap of Ayala, shout out to him. He's in 15th. He picked off 23 people in the last mile. There you see in second, you got a glimpse of Win. You can see Caldwell on the bottom. Caldwell got about 3.5 minutes left in this race as he descends down Reservoir Hill. There's Zavaleta all by himself in third, and then you've got this great battle between the teammates from Trabuco Hills and Dylan Flores of Glendora, Barbary of Redondo Union, Barris of Beckman. Beckman, as you can see, up on Glendora, 104 to 123. This makes more sense, of course. Glendora, number 27th ranked in the country, number 4 in California. But look at Caldwell handle these downhills. Boy, oh boy. He is really moving down these downhills, getting great purchase off this track. And boy, is he in shape. He didn't run for Clovis. He didn't run Woodbridge. But if anybody's watching here throughout the nation, this young man is really good. And he comes into the airstrip, and he'll be going into Goff's Gauntlet. I mean, look at how fast he's going through the airstrip here. And he looks so relaxed. Head just staring straight ahead. Great turnover, great stride. He's laying waste to an excellent field. You can see Win in there in second as the drone picks him up and moves with him. That gap was 4 seconds at 2 miles. That gap is a lot bigger now. And here goes Caldwell into Goff's Gauntlet. The time on the clock now, 13:14. The new course record, 15:02, set by Augie Martin of St. Francis yesterday. So into the gauntlet, here comes Caldwell. And you can see Win in the background. Should be seeing Zavaleta here shortly. Caldwell's going to get the smoke as he makes the turn onto the track for the 300-meter mark to go. There's Win. There's Zavaleta. And getting the smoke, 300 meters to go is Caldwell at 13:47 on the clock. You can see a big crowd watching as Trey Caldwell takes a look back, but he can sit back and enjoy the ride right now. Huge margin, those big long strides galloping up the Hilmer Lodge Stadium backstretch. And Trey Caldwell, what a performance by this young man. Look at those strides. The Buffaloes of Colorado are going to be very happy to get this young man. 200 meters to go. Looking intently at that clock, 15:02, the new course record. He is probably going to run somewhere in the 14:50 range here, but he will take down that course record in the boys' team sweepstakes race. Beckman looks like a sure shot now to get and a big smile for Caldwell, and he is enjoying it here. Just want to make sure he does break that course record, and he will break that course record. 2 consecutive wins here. The number 2 up, big course record, 14:46.5, 5-minute last mile for Caldwell. No strain whatsoever for the young man. Look at him. Wynn coming into second now. Hopefully we can get that camera over for our second place finisher, Wynn. He's going to come in and just miss breaking 15 seconds. 15:038 for Wynn. Here comes Zavaleta, and the race for 4th through 8th is going to be amazing. Zavaleta coming in third, 15:13.7. Look at this race for 4th, and it's going to be Trabuco Hills' Aiden Zavala over his teammate Zayad Abdallah. Dylan Flores will get 6th to go with the 7th. He finished at Clovis and the 37th at Woodbridge. Ryan Barris of Beckman is Beckman number 2 in 7th. Wow, big move by Johan Anderson of San Clemente, improves 6 spots to finish in 8th. Dylan Jubach, Trabuco Hills 9. Bryson Kaganap, Ayala 10th, but Nathan Horrocks from Beckman number 3. Beckman 3 of the top 12. Unbelievable performance by Beckman, the number 5 ranked team in the country. And remember, at Clovis, their top 5 were separated by just 37 seconds. Shout out to Caleb Burton of Crescenta Valley, who moved up 9 spots to 15 in that last mile. Beckman's number 4, Jude Tenorio, finishes 33rd. And now looking for Beckman's 5th. Anthony Barrera finishes 5th for Beckman in 49. So the spread from 16:11 to 15:03. So a minute 8 is the spread this week. At Clovis, it was 37 seconds. But Beckman's going to walk away with or run away with this thing. Glendora is going to probably finish second, although Miracosta having a wonderful day. The school for Manhattan Beach, better known for its beach volleyball and indoor volleyball. That team has really brought it together today. They are probably going to finish 3rd here. Crescenta Valley in 4th. Martin Luther King did not have a good day. Riverside Martin Luther King, the number 14th ranked team nationally, 2nd in this meet last year. They returned 6 of their top 7. They were 4th at Clovis, the number 2 California team, and Martin Luther King laid an egg today. They are currently in 8th. Keep in mind, this team is ranked 14th nationally, and they are 8th in this race right now. So a stunning development there. And it looks like Glendora will indeed hold off Miracosta. Miracosta may get themselves a national ranking after this performance. Miracosta was led by Isaac Fainsad, who finished 11th, and Carson Amon, who finished 17th. Wow, was that a great race. And huge congratulations to Trey Caldwell with that 14:46 finish. That's a really, really good time on a challenging course like this. And let's keep in mind that weather has gotten a bit warmer. It's 70 degrees now at Mount San Antonio College. So I couldn't be more impressed with that performance by Trey Caldwell. Just made it look so easy. 17-second margin of victory. And even though he slowed down to kind of enjoy the last few meters, he still had the fastest last mile of anybody in the race. Johan Anderson of San Clemente ran a 5:03 last mile when he moved up 6 spots. Okay, the final sweepstakes race. This is the girls division 1 and 2. Corona Santiago is missing Riley Blade, but they do have Braylon Combe. They're ranked number 7 nationally. They were 3rd at Clovis, and they're currently ranked 4th in California, ranked 2nd in California. The national rankings are done a different week than the regional rankings. So Trabuco Hills is ranked 2nd in California, but ranked 19th nationally. They are led by 2 very strong runners, Millie Bales, a junior, and Holly Barker, a senior. Bales was 13th at Woodbridge and second in the Orange County Championships. Barker, by the way, was second last year in the California State Championships. She lost to Riley Blade, but beat Combe in that race. 31st at Woodbridge, third at Orange County Championships. And then Grace Smith, that freshman from Claremont, she was the first freshman finisher at Woodbridge and was 15th at Woodbridge as a freshman. So just a couple spots behind Bales. And then Braylon Combe, as we mentioned, the junior from Corona Santiago, she is the defending champion in this team sweepstakes race, and you can see her right at the front, wasting no time getting to the front. She was second in the California State 1600 meter championships, 2 track and field